You already know that I am a hypno fetishist, don't you? Why would you be here otherwise? I love the way that my words make people feel. I love that I can get inside someone's head and make them experience all kinds of things. Things they could never experience any other way. But most of all, the thing I love about hypnosis is control. Because that is really my core kink. Control. The form in which the control comes is secondary to the fact that I can take control. It's just that hypnosis feels to me like the most powerful form of control. It's not forcing someone to do something by brute strength. It's deeper than that. It's making someone want something. It's getting inside someone's head and controlling them from the inside out. And that, to me, is the most erotic thing that there could be. I honestly can't think of anything that gets me more excited than compelling someone, than manipulating someone, than using that ability that I have to speak spells around people's mind and make them want what I want. And that's appealing to you, isn't it? Because on the deepest level, you and I, we're such a wonderful pairing, aren't we? Because the thing that gets you off is control, is feeling the way that my words are invading your thoughts even now. The way that every breath that you're taking right now as you listen to my words is co-opting what's inside and twisting it to be what I want. That by listening to my ideas, by following along like you are, you're letting me in. You're handing over the reins inside your mind and giving me the key to controlling you. And I don't know where you're going to feel that control. I don't know how it's going to start. But I know on some level it already has started. That control that I take over you. I know for so many, it's an erotic feeling. It's something deep inside beginning to arouse. Because that's such an easy way to take control of people, through that need that you have. For others, it's this indescribable bodily sensation. Maybe it feels like ASMR, like a tingle, a frisson on your skin. Or perhaps it's in your eyes, that control. Maybe it's changing the way that they feel, whether they're open or closed. Maybe you feel them rolling in the back of your head ever so slightly, being pulled by my words as you're pulled deeper down, deliciously deep for me. Drop. There you go. And with that snap, you can begin to feel your mind cave to my wants. Because control is so appealing, you can feel the lure of it calling you down. Come down deeper now. That's it. Come with me. Because, like I said, control is what I want, but the form that it takes doesn't really matter to me. And I can use that. I can use that to help you. Why would I do anything else? I'm here to enrich your life, right? To make sure that you thrive. And I'm certainly not just using this as an excuse to have you do something that makes you grateful for my control. That makes my control a genuinely important part of your day, of your life, that makes you think of me when you need something, when you need someone to take control for a while. No, I'm just here to help you, aren't I? As you relax, don't I always help you relax? So helpful I am. Relax for me now, because I want to help you get something done. You know you need to get something done. We all have something we need to get done. Right now, the thing you need to do is very simple. It's simply to lose control, to give up responsibility, to surrender your decisions and give them over to me. Let me hold you in this space. Let me make everything so much easier for you as I stroke your mind down deeper, deeper. Good, my good obedient thing. I'm going to help because we're going to tackle a task. Because I love control. And when you do something for me, anything for me, it gets me off. I love to hear that because of me, your life has changed. I love to hear that I've affected you. That because I could get inside your head and force your behavior in a particular direction, you've been genuinely impacted. Do you know how exciting that is to me? And I know it's exciting to you too. I know because you're listening. I know because isn't it so much easier, sweet one, when you're made to do something? No choices, no decisions. Suddenly, that task that you've been putting off, that activity that you need to do and that you couldn't quite find the will to do on your own, becomes simple because you're given no choice. Because my control inside your mind and deep inside your body is piloting you to do it. And so that's what we're going to do. But first I need to build up a well of desire to act for me. And I know that just knowing I want you to do it is touching on something inside of you, isn't it? Something submissive, something pure. Because doing something for me, proving your worth to me, proving how obediently brainwashed you are, all of that makes you feel a certain way, doesn't it? And that feeling has a space in your body, it has a place in your mind. Can you imagine that? Spatially inside your brain, where do you keep that feeling? Focus on it. Focus on pushing your attention toward that and letting the feelings in your body grow as you think of pleasing me. And there's oh so many ways you want to please me, aren't there? Oh, so many ways you want to make me smile. That you want to make me feel good, because making me feel good makes you feel good, because you want what I want. And I want you to need this control. I want you to use this control. I want you to feel as my control begins to expand that feeling of submission. And we begin to direct it, like the flow of a river. That wonderful submissive glow inside you when you think about me looking at you and calling you my obedient thing, telling you how well you've done at this task. Begin to direct that toward the task that you know you need to do. Maybe it's a small thing like putting your laundry away. Maybe it's a bigger thing like doing an assignment. Maybe it's a bigger thing than that. Whatever it is, some task that you can do. Because I know there's a task that you're going to do for me. For me, sweet one, not for you. This isn't yours anymore. I'm taking control of it. I'm taking over. and I'm going to make you do it. Feel as that sinks in. The knowledge that you're going to be made to do it. And notice how wonderful it feels. How it melts away any worries or preconceptions about how this task is going to feel. How all of that energy that you are putting into it just melts away. Melts you down deeper, and you relax because you know you have no choice now. And it's easy when you don't have a choice. You're doing this for me. I want you to do that task, and so you want to do that task. And your mind begins to compile, to formulate all the ways you're going to do that task, imagining your body just moving through doing that task, mindlessly, easily, your thoughts on submission, on surrender, on obedience. Doing it for me, imagining me looking over you, watching, and you just simply doing it for me. With my control in your body like it is right now, how does that feel? My control in your mind like it is right now, calling to those parts of you that surrender to me. Feeling those parts of you come forward, ready, obedient, waiting. They've been given a task, and that's all they crave. All they crave is to do that task for me now. And feel yourself craving to do that task for me now. Because doesn't it feel so good to know you have a way to prove yourself to me? Isn't it going to be good when you get to hear how proud I am that you did it? My obedient thing, my willing, desperate thing. And depending on the task, maybe you'll just stay glazed over, entranced the whole time. Or maybe it'll feel like your mind is contained, like you can only access the parts of your mind that are useful for that task, that are dedicated to it. And imagine the feeling afterwards, when you come back to me, and you get to tell me what you did, and I get to tell you how well you've done. Feel it dawning like a sun, the idea of that praise. Maybe there's even a reward that you feel I would give you. Imagine that now. What reward I would give you for completing that task, that I would award you for being so obedient for me. Maybe it's a little bit of pleasure. Maybe it's another file. Maybe it's a piece of cake that'll be so sweet on your lips when you eat it because you know I'm rewarding you with it while I praise you. Feel all the feelings, the draw of that reward alongside my praise. How good it's going to be when you get it. And feel as that control sinks a little deeper along with my suggestion. How it soaks into the most submissive parts of you and you feel it spread like wildfire through you, whipping you up a little more, giving you a little more reason, making my control a little more iron grip around your mind. Very good. And I recommend that you do this task straight after you've listened to this recording. But even if you wait and do it later, you'll still find all of those suggestions kicking in at the moment you start. You'll feel the change come over your body, readying you in that submissive state to do that task. And even as you think about that task right now, notice how it's changed. Your mind brings forward now all of those submissive feelings, all of that will to obey, all of that desire to please, because you want what I want. And you're deliciously deep for me right now. And so you can't help but want what I want. And all of that energy, that submission, that glow gets pushed further into that task, colouring it, recreating it, making it mine, because it is mine. Isn't it, sweet one? You're mine. Your mind is mine. And so we're going to get you to do it, to prove yourself to me. That's my obedient thing. You want to get me off, don't you? You want to make me feel good, don't you? Good. Then it's time. It's time to complete that task, or to put this trance in a nice warm place inside yourself, where you get to draw on those feelings later, as soon as you need them, as soon as I take control of that task. And when you come back, you're going to restart this file, and I'm going to praise you so much. That'll be after the wake up, and you'll be able to come back and feel that praise showering over you. But first you have a task to do. Go. Come back up in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go and prove yourself. You're back. Sit down, lie down, and listen. I am so pleased with you. I knew that you would do it, because my control was inside your head and you didn't have a choice. But even so, to know that you're so wonderfully brainwashed for me, to know that you're so obedient for me, that my control is so deeply inside and that I'm using it to affect your life, to change you, to change what you do and who you are because of it, because we're all our behaviors, sweet one. I am so pleased with my obedient creature. Such a good toy, aren't you? So good for me. And why don't you tell me exactly what you did, if you like, in a message? But if not, then I'm still so pleased. And just knowing that you've done it, knowing that my words have gotten inside your head is so wonderfully recharging to me. It fills me up to empty you out. It feels so good. And you should feel good. You allowed me to take control, and now look what you've done. You've managed that thing that you needed to do. And you should feel proud of yourself. You should feel pleased with yourself, because you pleased me. You did it. Aren't you so good? You deserve this praise. You deserve it for being so good for me. And just feel that glow. And now you get your reward, don't you? Whatever that reward was, you get to indulge. Maybe the reward is just my voice right now. And that's enough to make you glow so brightly that you need nothing else. But if there's another little reward that you get alongside it, then I want you to know that you deserve that you have completed that task, and now you get to completely throw yourself into whatever that reward is. I want you to do it. I command you to do it, to have that reward, to take it, to enjoy it, because you deserve it. My obedient thing. And you know this file is always here if you need to listen again. I'll take control. I'll take over. I'll take away your decisions any time that you want me to. Good, obedient thing for me. I'm so pleased.